trying not to cry because this is very bittersweet. I have my box all packed, my walking pad packed. The whole office has been tidied up and cleared out.
I quit my job today. I didn't intend to do that. I don't have another job lined up. And I'm not getting on TikTok to hope for my viral moments.
This guy says, yeah, I quit my job today. Can't take it anymore. Destroying the mental health might be a stupid decision. And spent countless nights trying to build a curriculum to teach my students because this so-called accredited college doesn't have any type of lessons for their classes. Anxiety is setting in, but rather just be jobless than just go crazy from the mental health issues. Right now, a lot of Americans are just quitting. They can't take it anymore. You know, a lot of people are quitting, and some of them actually regret it without another job lined up. But the thing is, in America, people are just completely burned out. They're so burnt out of working constantly. They go home, they don't have energy to work out. They don't have energy to do anything fun. They just go to bed or scroll on TikTok. And a lot of Americans are just tired of this 9 to 5.
This is literally your sign to quit that fucking job, bro. Quit that job that you hate. Quit it. Look where I'm at right now. Happy as fuck. Happy as fuck. I was walking around and I was like, what's that fucking feeling right now? It was happiness. It was literally just walking around happy as fuck.
So as you can see, I am not in a truck. After 4 months being over the road as a rookie truck driver, I quit my first job. I have officially cleaned out the truck. To the next driver of this truck, I left you a mini fridge and a microwave. You're welcome.
And to the girl who came on here and said this,
Stop getting up and going to work. You get up, you instantly start getting ready for work. That's why your life feel like a simulation. That's why you start to hate your job. Because you waking up and your first thing is like, oh, I gotta get ready for work. Nope. You need to do something else. Even if it's a little, even if you take an extra 30, 40 minutes just to take some time for yourself. And
I tried this today and I do think it helped, but we will see how it goes over time. I woke up at 6:35 instead of 7:05 and I just laid in bed and read, then got up, went on with my day, did not feel super stressed. I do have to wake up early tomorrow because I teach in the morning. Overall, my day didn't feel bad, but this also isn't like the most stressful time of work for me. Like the first of the month will really be when I see whether or not this actually works, because it's the worst. It sucks to have to work. Let me just say that. Okay? Let me know in the comments, what do you do to make it so you don't feel like you're living in a simulation?
Let me talk to y'all for a minute because I know I'm not the only one feeling like this. A lot of us are stuck at these jobs we don't even hate at first, but they slowly start draining the life out of us. You wake up tired, you go in tired, you come home tired, and somehow they still expect you to show up like you're fully happy and motivated when you're running on empty. And what makes it worse is you don't even know how to get out. You can't quit because of the bills. Your kids don't care about your mental health. Your spouse don't care. You know, life don't pause because you overwhelmed. So you stay, right? And every day you stay, a little piece of your check come out, right? But we smile at work. We say I'm good. But inside, y'all, we're anxious, irritated, and short-tempered. Crying in the car before the shift start, crying in the shower after, and then we feeling guilty for wanting more. Like we supposed to be grateful just because we got a paycheck. No, that's not how it works. And nobody really talks about burnout and how it don't happen overnight. It's the constant pressure, the lack of appreciation, the favoritism, the more doing with less, right? The being told this is just how it is when your body and mind screaming, something ain't right. And some of us, we ain't lazy, we ain't ungrateful, we're just overwhelmed and trapped in survival mode. And the scariest part, you start forgetting who you were before the job even started breaking your body down. Your dreams get quiet, your energy get low, your patience get thin, and then you start thinking, is this really my life? And if this hits you right now, hey, you feel stuck, burned out, and tired of pretending you okay? Please press that follow button. Say how you doing, Twin Fatty, in that chat. We're going to get to know each other, y'all. We're going to be a group of people, that community that shows up for each other, because you're not alone, and this conversation needs to be had. So we got to start talking about how to get out without losing ourselves first. And we all just comment below.
Y'all, every other day I've been crying, and I don't know why. I'm thinking it's, for me, this is what I'm thinking, that it's a burnout because I'm extremely tired. Just with juggling everything, juggling life, juggling kids, and it's not even, I hate crying because I feel so weak when I cry. Because to me, crying gives lack, it gives weakness and all of that. And that's none of that. I'm not weak. I'm actually very strong. I'm not lacking anything, but I still cry typically during the work week. I haven't even made it to work for today yet, and I'm crying. So I feel like maybe it's the job adding on to the stress. I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel fulfilled in life. Like, I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I create my days. I feel like my days are created for me. Being that I have kids, being that I got a full-time job, my days are made for me. I don't choose what I'm gonna do each day. It's you know what I'm saying? And I don't need no bullshit people. If you get in my comments talking shit, I'm gonna block you. Why you have kids and all that? Let it the fuck go. My oldest daughter is the fuck about to be 16. Baby, let it go. I've been busted it open years the fuck ago and had a kid. Like, you know, so I don't want to hear that. But I'm just, I don't know what it is. It's just the same mundane shit over and over. And then it's like, I do self-help things. I write down things or different like stuff that I want to start or that I want to try to help make my life better. Like, I'm not one of those people that just complain and don't do nothing to fix it. Like, I actually be trying to fix it. I got this filter on, thank God, so y'all can't catch the tears that's falling. It's damn near covering up the tears. But I don't know, y'all. I try to plan and do things like to self-help myself, but I feel like I can't even catch a moment to even start the things. Like I said, my days aren't filled with what I need to get done or want to get done. It's the fuck is telling me what to do. The job's telling me when to go. These last few weekends, baby, they ain't been mine. They been for the kids. Okay, they need this, they need that. Go, like, you know what I'm saying? It's constantly doing for others. I don't know. I just need a second, y'all. I just need a second.
Dude, I'm getting my personality back though. Like, I'm feeling like myself again.
Yeah, I know.
I really was not myself.
I don't know who's gonna say this, but I fucking absolutely fucking hate working. Bro, I hate working. I never liked a fucking job. I never stayed at a job for longer than 2 fucking years. Besides when I was in college and in high school. I can't do shit that I don't fucking like. I don't like listening to fucking people. I hate showing up on fucking time. Because I'm not a fucking slave. I was not meant to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I am a grown ass woman. And I had came to the realization that I don't fucking have to do it. I don't fucking have to do it. Because this is not the path for me. Sometimes it's the path for people. You know what I'm saying? They need that. For me, I fucking hate it. It's nothing that I like to do. There's literally nothing I like to do besides create content. I love editing, actually, which is weird. I love being a weight loss coach and taking my clients. I love that, okay? These are the things that I freaking love. Like, I absolutely hate everything else. And it's hard for me to fake the funk. Like, the first year, I love it because it's new. Anything that I do, the first year, I'm like, ooh, it's fun. Okay, new experience. By the second year, bitch, I'm like, bitch, I'm still doing this. And I'm still making the same amount of money. Like, I'm the type that I had to always go somewhere else, get more money, feel more fulfilled, then still hate that fucking place. There's nowhere I was supposed to be because I'm supposed to create. I'm supposed to use my talents. I get bored fast. I'm great at everything, though. Every job I had, I've been great at it. But then I start having this animosity and hate towards them. But because I'm not serving my purpose. So if you feel like this is probably because you're not serving your purpose, you know, you're not doing what God put you on this earth to do. Yeah.
Don't come around asking me no dumbass shit like, oh, what do you like most about your job? Payday, lunch break, and leaving that motherfucker. That's all I got for you.
So a connection I recently made about my ADHD and working a job. So just for some context, y'all, I'm 30. I've been working since I was 18. I've had so many jobs, y'all. So many jobs. But I would say like the last maybe 5 years, I haven't worked a lot of jobs because I don't want to. I'm just like honest with myself, y'all. I don't like doing jobs. I don't mind working, but I don't like jobs. So I have a fitness business. I've had that for the last 6 years at this point, and that's great. But an actual 9 to 5 has always been absolute, like, just dreadful for me. And so I have a job now that I love, right? So I'm a medical assistant at a med spa. Love it. But some days I find that I cannot stay the entire day. And like, thank God I have like that leeway where I don't have to. If I don't have anything to do, I don't have to stay the whole day. But at the same time, I need to stay the whole day because I need my whole day. But what I realized that like really makes the difference is whether or not I took my ADHD medicine that day. So when I take my Adderall, I can sit my ass here all day, do my work. Even if I run out of like work, like office, even if I run out of like office work to do, I can do like homework or whatever. And I'm just perfectly fine staying in my same spot all day. Time just flies by. But y'all, I swear, if I come to work without taking my Adderall, I cannot do it. It's dreadful. Like, it's so, I cannot sit here. I cannot. Like, I start to get like anxious, like, oh my gosh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, or like, it's just like absolutely dreadful to just stay here. I just cannot do it. So that's what I realized. As long as I take my Adderall, which I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm supposed to take my Adderall. So as long as I do that, my days are great. Work goes by super quickly. But yeah, so I'm just saying like that is a connection between like me not liking to work all these past years and also not being diagnosed or treated for ADHD until last year. So I'm gonna just say that for my other girls who struggle, because I know I'm not the only one with ADHD who struggles to do 9 to 5s. Like, I know I'm not the only one that finds it completely depressing, a waste of time. Like, I know it. Like, I know that that's a common thought process for people with ADHD. But if you want to work, you need to work. This is where I'm gonna urge you to get diagnosed and treated for ADHD, because it's literally in your mind.
Why do you hate your 9 to 5? We all need a 9 to 5 to survive. So why do you hate it? Why is it so excruciating? Why do I see so many people on this app every day talking about corporate job, quitting their corporate job, finally getting a corporate job and being miserable? It's all out of necessity. It's all out of coercion. You're working because you want to live. Work makes you free. That was the saying on Auschwitz, but I mean, it's also the saying of our fucking society. But why is it so excruciating to work a 9 to 5 specifically? Because it's against our nature. We're told that humans are naturally competitive, therefore capitalism is the best system to serve our human nature. When in actuality, wage labor alienates us from everything that makes us human. From the process of working, from the product of our work itself, from the other people we are working with, and therefore from ourselves. We lose our species being fulfillment from this process that is enforced on all of us because it's our nature. The reason we are so unfulfilled when we're unemployed and we're so unfulfilled when we're stuck in a 9 to 5 is because we are fulfilled by work that we decide to do, to create something that is truly ours. We are fulfilled by taking from this vast environment around us and making something our own. That is how we realize our humanity. That is how we realize our nature. And our system thoroughly prevents every aspect of that. It monetizes our need for work, our need for fulfillment. It exploits our need to work with other people. It exploits our need to be connected to other people. It exploits our need to have something material come out of our labor. It takes that and makes it all monetary, and therefore nothing is actually created and we all want to kill ourselves. We are so unfulfilled under capitalism because it exploits everything that makes us human to make us into something very, very anti-human. It comes to us, it confronts us as natural because yes, it fulfills us to work, and yes, it fulfills us to create, and yes, it fulfills us to connect with others. But we're not doing it on our own behalf, we're doing it on the behalf of our employers that control whether we can do this, that control whether we can do it like by ourselves on the weekends. Think of Kant's kingdom of ends. He's like the most morally imperative society would be a kingdom of ends where everything is done in the end of itself. Well, capitalism is a society of means, meaning everything is the means to an end. Even the end itself, money, is the means to survival, fulfillment, connection. Everything is a mean to the end. We are in a society, a kingdom of means, and we cannot get out. The work should be the end itself. The product should be the end itself. The people we interact with, we should interact with because we want to interact with them. We should write because we love writing, when we love what we're producing from the writing. We should build because we love the act of carpentry and we want to create a beautiful bench or whatever. Capitalism has us convinced these means are mutual and therefore moral. It has us convinced that we're benefiting, our employer is benefiting just as much from us as we're benefiting from our employer. And that's just simply not the case. We're interchangeable products in the labor market to our employer. We are literally the products in the labor market. We are the supply of workers, and therefore they can pick and choose us with as much freedom as we have when we're picking and choosing between McDonald's and Burger King. Our real nature is needing to create. Our real nature is coming into this world alienated from everything around us. We recognize it as external, nature as external to us, and we don't understand it until we reconcile it with ourselves and how we take from it and create from it to make it our own. Human nature is not competition, it's creation. We live in a society where we constantly project everything that's exceptional about ourselves, everything, all of our capabilities, talents as humans, onto a higher being. God didn't make us in his image, we made God in our image, and instead of realizing these talents ourselves, we work to survive on the behalf of the profit margins of the owners, of the people that employ us, of the people that control that survival. So that's why you hate your 9 to 5. We need it to survive. That's not work. That's not humanity. That's what every other fucking animal does. And we're exceptional. We're self-conscious beings. We're conscious. And we choose to live as every other entity and not create, but consume, but replicate, but produce, but produce, but produce. Capitalism prevents us from being humans on our own terms. Whoever we interact with, whatever we create, whatever work we put in, it is all towards their ends. The only thing in society with any true quantifiable value is time. They take our time, so we're not humans on our own behalf, we're humans on their behalf, and we can't be humans on our own terms. We can't create with our free time, we can't enjoy and see our friends and discover the world and connect with nature on our own terms. It all has to be to the end of their profit margins. That's why we're so unhappy. That's why we're so depressed, because we're not being ourselves. Everything that's exceptional about ourselves is being used to continue to make more. And that's it. We work every day. We try to be good in hopes of an afterlife where everything is guaranteed and we're free to do whatever we want and we're happy. But this heaven, why can't it be created on earth with the collective power we have now, the collective power we use to enslave ourselves? We're so focused on that divine power that we hold to get to that heaven that we have the capability of creating.
So where's the people that like their jobs? Like, are there people that actually like their jobs? Like, they actually like to go into work? Like, they love their jobs? Like, is that a real thing? Because I swear these jobs, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Like, I just started back working because I've been off for a year working full time. And the full-time job I started, it's not giving. I'm not feeling it. The part-time job that I was working, it was easy working. I love my coworkers, but the management, like, we had good management, but they screwed him over. He ended up leaving. And so it's been like a domino effect, and the management is just, no, like, they can't even keep a new manager now because it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, where are the people who do like their jobs? Like, is that even a real thing to actually like your job? Like, are there people that actually like their job? Like, what do y'all do?
Have you ever rage quit? Well, I have. And if you'll stick around for a couple minutes, I'm going to tell you the story about how my rage quitting put me on your FYB. So I had this great job, right? Great salary. I was head of a department. I was leading teams. I was doing the things. And, this job checked all of the boxes for me. And yet I was miserable. I was so unhappy at my job and I couldn't figure out why. I was making changes. I was doing things. Employee morale was up. Attrition was down. I had a great team of people around me. Everything looked really, really great on paper. And yet every day I left and I was miserable. Every Sunday night, I had the Sunday scaries. I would dread logging into work every single day, so much so that I ended up getting physically ill. And then I started to take stock. I started to really kind of take notice of what was going on. And I started to notice that my leadership did not have clear communication. My leadership, even though we would go through exercises just to say that they were done, but we never made progress on them. I had a direct manager who really liked to take personal digs at me and was micromanaging and controlling. And when I confronted them about it, they said, well, then quit, right? Just quit. When I started to notice the toxic work environment, I couldn't get help within the organization. I had no support. I had no way of navigating these work situations. And so I quit. I quit in a fit of rage because I just couldn't do it any longer. And then I had to make a plan. I had to figure out, what can I do going forward? But not only what can I do going forward, how can I prevent this for other people? How can I create something that will help people not feel so alone, but also know that micromanaging and controlling and hostile work environments are not acceptable. It's not something that we have to tolerate. And so I built a thing. I built a community and I built downloads that you can go and download to help you navigate your work situations, to help you not feel so alone, and to help you feel seen and how to navigate work situations until you can make a plan to get out of your toxic work environment. So if this sounds good to you, double tap, let me know that you feel seen. And if you feel so inclined, go grab my download on how you communicate effectively at work, as well as how you deal with narcissistic managers, bullying at work, and toxic work environments.
Let me talk to y'all for a minute because I know I'm not the only one feeling like this. A lot of us are stuck at these jobs we don't even hate at first, but they slowly start draining the life out of us. You wake up tired, you go in tired, you come home tired, and somehow they still expect you to show up like you fully happy and motivated when you're running on empty. And what makes it worse is you don't even know how to get out. You can't quit because of the bills. Your kids don't care about your mental health. Your spouse don't care. You know, life don't pause because you overwhelmed. So you stay, right? And every day you stay, a little piece of your check come out, right? But we smile at work. We say I'm good. But inside, y'all, we're anxious, irritated, and short-tempered. Crying in the car before the shift start, crying in the shower after. And then we feeling guilty for wanting more. Like we supposed to be grateful just because we got a paycheck. No, that's not how it works. And nobody really talks about burnout and how it don't happen overnight. It's the constant pressure, the lack of appreciation, the favoritism, the more doing with less, right? The being told this is just how it is when your body and mind screaming, something ain't right. And some of us, we ain't lazy, we ain't ungrateful, we're just overwhelmed and trapped in survival mode. And the scariest part, you start forgetting who you were before the job even started breaking your body down. Your dreams get quiet, your energy get low, your patience get thin, and then you start thinking, is this really my life? And if this hits you right now, hey, you feel stuck, burned out, and tired of pretending you okay? Please press that follow button. Say how you doing, Twin Fatty, in that chat. We're going to get to know each other, y'all. We're going to be a group of people, that community that shows up for each other because you're not alone. And this conversation needs to be had. So we got to start talking about how to get out without losing ourselves first. And we all just comment below.
I have a filter on because I just cried my eyes out in therapy. I had not a great day today because I was working on my portfolio and I was thinking about putting myself up for freelance jobs, for applying to corporate roles again. And I have my Pilates, the first part of my Pilates training this weekend. So part of me really wants to go fully down that path and think of like an alternative career. But that also really scares me as someone who didn't grow up with money, what the income potential of that is. So I feel like I'm keeping my corporate career, my tech background, and everything on the back burner. But working on my portfolio today, it was so unhappy doing it. I was like, who is this even for? And in therapy today, I realized I feel like I built my whole life around pleasing my parents, who are like not even in the picture, and my peers, and my partner. And like I built a whole life that like I woke up, I feel like I got sober one day and I was like, bitch, this is like, whose life is this? This is not my life. This is not the life that I want for myself. But it's so scary to just like go for what you want, like face your fears and be like, this might completely flop. Like I'm the kind of person who will always take the safe route, which is why I've kind of kept my corporate career in my back pocket, which is why I majored in business in school, which is why even though I was like an insane party, drugs, alcoholic high schooler, I always kept on my grades because I knew I had to survive. And I need to just get out of survival mode. For this pivot to actually work, I need to get out of survival mode. And the rushing, the white knuckling, the pushing through, that shit just is not working for me anymore. It does not serve me anymore. I don't know if this will resonate with anyone, but I think what I'm trying to say is that it's really hard to believe in yourself and believe in your path and believe that there's an alternative way out there. But something that happened at the end of therapy today is I felt like I received a message that there has to be another way. There has to be another way, and I'm determined to find it.